Hi, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Welcome back to Novena Diabolos. Um, did you eat today? Did you do something good today? Did you go for a walk? Maybe a little exercise? Maybe not a lot. You got to ease into it. I know it can be hard. Uh, so the story skipped forward. I hit the skippy button with my boopy, and we were right here. All right, it's planned. the As planned, I should use morning hours to cultivate social relationships. Starting at 1 o'clock, the villagers all go inside. I can use that to my advantage to spend some time exploring the village. So that's where I was, right? And it skipped all the way to here, but that's okay. I mean, we'll get to the story our way, I guess. So I think it's best to finish up excuse me. I think it's best to finish up meeting up with the women by then. I know where they are, but I doubt there'll be enough time to meet with all 5 of them. Maybe it's best if I settle for meeting with 2 of them for now. Oh no. They're gonna have me meet with only 4 of them, and I gotta figure out the right 4 girls, and hopefully I choose the human. Oh god. I knew it. Excuse me, I just had some water. My voice is killing me. Voice. My throat is killing me. And my voice is a little shoddy today, so forgive me. I'm trying to do some self-care myself. Make sure you guys are doing some self-care, okay? But anyways, I found out I don't have to write anything down. I can go through all of this. Now, if you would like to see me go through all this, because it does have little minor stories like this one, I will come in here and read these to you. I believe that it's this one, body, ceremony, and those are the only ones that really have anything on them. As far as this language, it just tells you that it's ancient demonic language, and the school just tells you where it was. It's in the office, and this one tells you, the symbol name, which I'm going to butcher, so I'm not even gonna try. But Mephisitio, whatever. Anyways, so we're gonna continue and read the ones that have things that you can read on them, so you guys can be up to date with me. But we're gonna go through it really, really fast. Mother, I can finally see. I know you agreed. Baba. I know you never agreed with my beliefs, but I stand strong for our sake. Excuse me. I assume you're suffering in purgatory right now, but I can save you. In search of eternal life, I accepted the horrors revealed to me. Tomorrow, I shall be granted the power to free you from your shackles of damnation and be with you once again. A strong bond between mother and child. Now, as I go through this, it makes me think Sumi. It also automatically makes me think Sumi. So I think Sumi was the first one. A dead chicken just lying there. There's a knife and a huge puddle of blood underneath. The ritual required a sacrifice. But this is what makes me assume, I have a question mark, because I do believe that it's Sumi. This one's Sumi, but this right here is what throws me off. Sharp object damaged the body, caused a death, likely cuts to the chest. Victim's identity: mid-40s, early 50s, worn boots. Characteristics: one arm broken and bent. Unclear when it broke. Left shoulder looks broken. That throws me off heavily. And yeah, it's school, so that throws me off heavily, because can Sumi really be that strong? So then this one, monster type was deception. I don't know. The only people that I could feel that it could be is Ren and Nari. Excuse me, I couldn't think of her name. I was chosen by divinity. I will witness my second birth. That makes me think Ren. My cowardice makes me speechless. I didn't pity, and I pitied, others for being manipulated and laughed at them for being gullible. Though I see now how foolish I was. But this is how how the world works. Eternal life awaits the faith. Sounds like an awful lot of being possessed. It really makes me, and as you can see, the sign's different, the name's different, everything. This really makes me think ancient demon language. But the doll, I don't know about this one really. Blood on the altar and an impaled dog, cup filled with blood next to its stomach. This which required a doll body. Cause of death, impalement due to a wooden object. Male, early to late 40s. Appearance to be quite messy. Characteristics, shoddy clothes and messy hair. In contrast to the beige skin. A cleansing ritual for self-sacrifice. Yeah, so anyways, I went through this once and had to redo this part again. But I went through this once and I still can't pinpoint anybody I would believe that it could possibly be. So that second case is iffy, but Mina sticks out. Mina and Sumi sticks out. Maybe it's best if I settle with meeting with two of them for now. Even if I manage to figure out who the real human is, it wouldn't be enough conversation time to make her like me. Meaning there's no guarantee that she'll trust me and follow me when it's time for our escape. Okay, so even if we find them, then we have to make them trust us, which is, boy, gonna be hard. I have a lot of work to do. It's already the third day of the damn event. Now, time to get up meeting with these women. Okay, press the go button. Since they're only gonna let us... Okay, I got it. So since they're only gonna let us meet up with... two people. I really feel like I should meet with Mina and Nari. I'm gonna do it in order, kind of. Yeah, I'll do it in order. Meeting. Okay, 18 by 18. Okay, all right. So we got some points. We got a point. So I'm gonna go see Mina. I'm gonna do it in order. Oh, okay. Meeting increased trust. Good Indians need high trust to unlock. Okay, so I'm gonna meet with Mina. Okay, I should go see Mina. Mina, that's her name. I haven't even really spoken to her yet. She's staying in the room 202 on the second floor. Could she really be a vampire mentioned in the tale? As of right now, I don't know anything about her really. Honestly, I don't even know how to start the conversation. Hesitant, I stand in front of Mina's door for a while. But then I knock. Who is it? I gave her Mikan's voice off the bat. We're sticking with it. It doesn't matter. I can hear tense, nervous voice coming from inside the room. Her surprisingly human reaction somehow makes me feel relieved. Honestly, I doubt such an almost cowardly voice could really belong to a monster trying to trick me. I make sure I chose my words carefully. Uh-oh. I hope that's not a hint, like, be careful what you choose. Hello. My name is P.D. Junsun Park. Are you familiar with the program called News Trace? News Trace? The one with the cute weatherman? Ah, yes. Our beloved weatherman and anchor, Lee Jun-ki. A celebrity in his own right, known for catchy slogan, and that, my dear viewers, is why. He's become somewhat of a symbol or a mascot for News Trace. We are current affairs program, but he's one of the biggest reasons why we are also popular with people who aren't even into this sort of stuff. Anyway, This is the perfect icebreaker, and something tells me it'll be easy to start a conversation. Good to know. I clear my throat to relieve the tension a little. And that, dear viewers, is why you could maybe open the door. I do my best to imitate the weatherman's charming voice. Normally, I would never, ever done this. Even if my boss had insisted on it, I'd rather switch jobs than humiliate myself like that. Desperate times, desperate measures. At least it worked, and Mina opens the door. I'm amazed for a moment. She's taller than I remembered. Maybe she was kind of slunched over. I feel like a timid person like this, a very quiet, shy person with the shaky voice, would probably, honestly, be a little hunched over. And her very young face is somewhat at odds with her height. While she watches me carefully, I extend my hand and give her my business card without saying anything. Excuse me. Just a moment. Come in. Thank you. Phew. Oh, look at her. How could you not love that face? It is too cute. How are you the human? Sorry, I was getting some water. Whew. Excuse me. She has to be the human. I want to believe it so bad. Mina closes the door, making extra sure it was shut tight, then sits down and exhales. She looks like she's been through a highly exhausting ordeal. I take a look around and find a place to sit that's not too close to her. She looks fragile and vulnerable, and the last thing I want to do is scare her. I think it's best to maintain an appropriate distance. Nice to meet you. Your name's Mina Hyun, is that right? Yeah. How do you know? The motel owner told me. He said he's worried that you never come out of your room. Worried about me? Her voice filled with fear and confusion. I don't know how to react, and the weird atmosphere makes it difficult to continue the conversation. I think about the motel owner for a moment. His eerie, dirty face, dirty face pops up in my mind. He's part of the village as well, meaning he must somehow be connected to the devil too. But there's no way young Mina here would know anything about that. I can't tell if she knows what I'm thinking. Mina stares at my business card I handed her. Something highly worries appears to be plaguing her mind. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Her overly cautious attitude is a little frustrating because oh my God, it complicates things. So the thing I'm thinking about right now is, could she be darker than we expected? And hopefully she shows signs of that. I hope the game is not like super hard. We're like, oh, you didn't pay attention to the little wink in her eye, so you didn't get it, and I have to go through this again. But at the same time, I can absolutely understand her concern. I don't think I'd ever fully trust someone I never met before either, excuse me. A program director. That's what you said, right? Correct. News Trade's very own PD Junsun Park in the flesh. She hesitates once again. This is not how the conversation is supposed to flow. You know the current case about the escalating gang violence cases? I reported that and ended up and helped solve it. I boasted about one of the biggest accomplishments, hoping to make her have a little more faith in my trustworthiness. I don't think that's gonna work. She still kind of looks confused. Truth be told, I was merely the assistant PD in that case, but I still played a huge role, and the story was widely reported. However, Mina just shakes her head.
Oh, well, you really haven't.
Oh, wrong person. I was reading in Mina's voice. Oh, well, you really haven't heard about that one? It was a pretty big deal.
I'm sorry. I don't actually watch the show all too often.
Oh, no big deal. There's nothing to be sorry about. So, what about the murder case about Minjung middle school?
That doesn't ring a bell. I'm sorry.
The two biggest accomplishments in my career discarded just like that. Ouch. I scratched my head in confusion for a moment, but make sure to quickly put on more cheerful expression. So, any episodes or reports in particular that you do remember?
Oh, that bizarre case with the dog puppies. That one was really scary.
Dog puppies? The dog puppy case. Seong Hoon Kim's work. I think Seok. I'm gonna mess his name up. Correct me respectfully. Remember, Seong Hoon Kim's work. I think that's the guy that told us to get off our butt and gave us the fairy tale book. That case shook the whole country. I remember that. I was still a rookie, and Seong Hoon Kim gave me a hard time. Still, it felt rewarding. Excuse me. Those memories shaped me and taught me what kind of person he really is. Anyways, at least this is something that tie our conversation together. Oh yeah, that one. I worked on that too. Finding people and getting their testimonies for them was really difficult. But at the end of the day, the culprit was caught, and so everything was worth it. I'm still very proud of it.
Wow, I see. That's amazing.
Mina still sounds somewhat confused and uncertain. I think my positive attitude is starting to do its job, yet I can't help but feel that there's still some barriers in place here. Yeah, she doesn't know you and she's a very scary person. I decide to wait a little so I can maybe shake those remaining feelings of doubt. Mina stands silently. I'm gonna sneeze. Nina. I almost keep calling her Nina every time. Mina stands silently for quite a while and clenches her hand so tightly that my business card is being crumpled.
PD Park, sir? I have a report for you.
She breaks the silence, having finally made up her mind, it seems. I nod and pay attention. With a serious, professional look on my face, I take out my always ready pen and notebook. And Mina comes closer, sitting down next to me. I'm happy. This means I still give off an impression that I'm good at my job. I listen attentively.
This place, there's something wrong with it. A lot, actually.
Actually, this was my first impression as well. Have you seen anything in particular?
I didn't just see it. I went through it firsthand.
What happened to you? Mina looks at me, her expression conveying a sense of utter helplessness and paralyzed fear. The fear in her eyes is so deeply rooted that it somehow even managed to send chills up my spine.
I ended up in this village. Then suddenly there was a fog everywhere. Villagers appeared, and one of them slowly walked up to me.
Oh God, that scared me.
Something fell off. He was strangely kind, but his eyes were so scary. Naturally, I asked him how to get out of here.
Oh God, that scared me.
Suddenly, he started pounding his head on the ground. to the point where it started to bleed. I was begging him to stop. So then I tried to run away. But I always end up in the same place. And the more and more of them started to approach.
This makes me believe that she is the human, but I don't want to jump to conclusions off the first conversation.
I just kept running. I didn't know what else to do. That's when I ended up at the motel.
It's a pretty disorganized story, but it sure does sound scary. Mina felt threatened by the villagers and tried to escape the village, but the fog caused her to go in circles, always leading her back to the same place. I can't even imagine how having gone through all that must have made her feel. Mina's trembling. Oh, look at her face. I can't. I'm going to choose her in the end. I might change my mind. And watch me get bit. Talking about it must have conjured up vivid memories of the experience.
Unfortunately, that didn't follow me inside.
Oh, fortunately, not unfortunately.
Fortunately, they didn't follow me inside. When I looked out the window, they were just shambling around outside. I've been so scared since that I
can't imagine how that must have been for blah blah blah. Let me stop stumbling over my words, or she started like, yeah, I can't trust you either. Get out. I can't imagine how hard that must have been for you. I take a moment to think about Mina's situation. If I look at this under the premise that Mina is a real human, the villagers appear to have mistaken Mina for one of the 5 monsters. That would at least explain where the bizarre behavior stems from. Mina was scared of them, and they were scared of Mina. That is a creepy picture. But if I look at it under the premise that Mina isn't human, oh God. Some small changes to the emotion she felt in her story, and the whole thing takes a turn in a very dark direction. My mind wanders, and the crazy theories make my hands shake while I'm holding my pen.
Mr. PD, what am I supposed to do? I can't even call the police. I'm so scared.
Alright, I have to stay calm. I don't know anything about her, and I can just be scared of her for no reason. I write Mina Hun, human ? Into my notebook and stop my hand from shaking. First, can I ask you a few things? I sound rather carefree without intending it. I must be trying to hide, my own nervousness. Sorry, my phone was like flickering for some reason. I'm also speaking quite informally without really realizing it.
Okay, yeah.
In a way, I feel like my casual attitude has really put Mina somewhat at ease. I wait for her to calm down a little more. Then think about possible questions. Oh God, I hope they don't like, oh, you can only choose one question thing, because I'm going to start from the beginning. So I'm going to start with about Mina. I should ask Mina about herself. Can you tell me a little more about yourself? I only know your name so far, really.
I'm just a student. A high school student.
A high school student? Is there anything else there is to say about you?
Okay, no, not really.
It is a very simple question, yet enough to unnerve her. My gut tells me she's hiding something. Are you sure? This isn't even somewhat where my professional intuition is needed. Mina simply isn't good at lying. Considering the circumstances, I decided to skip the question for now. It looks like I didn't get any useful information at all. Now then, what should I ask her? How she ended up in the Hope Hill Village. Can you tell me how you ended up here?
I just kind of accidentally ended up here. I got lost in the fog.
Really? I actually came here after having wandered through the fog myself. The fog is really, really thick. I heard it's gonna take a while before it clears.
I actually live around these parts. This is the first time I've ever seen fog like this.
So, even Mina, who lives in this area, has never experienced this kind of fog before. One more reason to assume this is something artificial rather than natural. Whether it's the work of the villagers or the devil himself, this is a supernatural origin. Well, even if you live in this area, this place is a little too remote for a girl to come here all alone. Did you run away from home? A falling out with your family?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mina replies seem highly invasive. I just thought the same thing. I was like, kind of. What a weird way to answer that. It's obvious she's lying, but I don't know enough about her to inquire further and dig deeper. I guess I should be content with having found out that there's something she's hiding. What about your family then? Any family members that live here? Mina just shakes her head slowly. What is up with her glum expression? Looking at Mina, I decide to move on and ask the next question. Okay, last question. Did you see anything else? Something else about the villagers?
About the villagers?
Yeah, any little detail helps. So is there anything you can tell me? I try to I just thought of something so terrible. We're in a room with her by herself, and if she's a vampire, why hasn't she tried to bite us in any shape, form? Like, are you not hungry, dear? You've been in your room for a couple of days. What have you been eating? I try to reassure her to get her to talk. If she saw anything else, it may serve as a clue on how to increase my chances to survive in this damn place.
No, sorry. There's nothing else.
Oh, I see. Are you sure? Mina simply bows her head and apologizes. Well, I can't help it. There's no use in trying to dig any deeper. So I decided to move on to another question. That's it. There's nothing else I can ask. Glossing over all the questions and answers only provides little information. In my opinion, it is clear that Mina is hiding something. But with what I have right now, there's no way I'm knowing anything more than that. If anything, all this has done is make me more suspicious of Mina.
I'm sorry. I'm not helping at all.
What? That's not true. You had the courage to tell me about what happened, didn't you? Hush, phone. That's very useful. Not many people are that brave. Don't worry. You can leave the rest to me now. Okay?
Oh, thank you. I'm really glad to know that there's someone like you around. I was starting to lose hope.
It's okay. You can rest assured now. No, she kind of believed in me a little too quickly. Don't worry. I'll stay in touch and tell you about what I found out. A small yet bright smile lights up Mina's face. Look how cute she is. Oh, she was well drawn. I love her. My confident approach seemed to have worked. Shamelessly hiding my true feelings is one of the stress my job has taught me over the years. We ended our conversation with us both having deceived each other while withholding information. I'm concerned. If Mina is a real human, there is no way lying to each other like this will lead to us trusting a relationship. Will lead to a trusting relationship. I think I need to find her out more about her.
Just be careful. This place is not normal.
Don't worry. This isn't my first rodeo.
Yeah, you're the only one I can trust.
Did that build our trust meter? Can I check? Can I check? No trust, though. Oh, that was sad. Excuse me, I had to burp and I didn't want to burp in you guys' ear, and if you heard it, I do apologize. I look at the closed door and then I head to the next destination, lost in thought. Mina Hyun. There is really not a whole lot I can say about her as of right now. But what I do know is that she is hiding something, and that fact alone is highly concerning. Yay. I'm gonna probably stop it right here, you guys. Again, I'm struggling with my voice. My voice is kind of just going in and out. I didn't want to give y'all nothing, but I wanted to spend a little time with Mina so you guys can, see her and all her adorableness and stuff. And I do apologize for me messing up. I'm so focused on my voice right now that it's causing me to have scatterbrain. So I do apologize. But thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. Make sure you eat a little something healthy, even if it's just a tiny bit of some greens. You started, and that's okay. And drink a little water. You gotta drink a lot, but drink a little. I'd be happy if you drank a little. And I don't know. Let's take a moment to relax and breathe. And out. Feel better? We can do it one more time. In. Out. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video.